For the 100% cheapest coins on the internet with reliable delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor MMOEXP by clicking the link at the top of the description and use code SWIFT at checkout for 5% off. Salsa family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 21 video on the channel, and in today's video we're going to be opening up a pack with a guaranteed 99 overall inside. But before we do that, I'm going to show you guys exactly how you can earn this pack on your own account and go over the fastest way possible to complete the objectives and the solos to get the pack. Now before we open this pack up in today's video, if you do enjoy the content today, scroll down and leave a like. It helps out the channel so very much, and let's get into this one. Now the way to get this pack is fairly simple. We're going into our solo challenges. We are going to scroll on over to the NFL draft solos, and once you guys complete every single milestone in here, at the final tier, you are going to get yourself a 99 overall NFL pass draft player. Now unfortunately, this is not a fantasy pack. We are going to be getting a random 99 out of this. There's some really good cards and there's some really bad cards. Let's get into the players we can pull a little bit later, but what I want to do right now is go over the fastest way to complete these solos. And now these solos are all going to be on competitive mode, and there are quite a few solos near you guys have to complete. I would say this sequence probably took me about 45 minutes. It was a really quick one. The other two took a little bit longer, but what I want to do is show you guys some glitch plays to complete really any strategy possible in these solos. And now the first thing to talk about is going to be rushing. Let me show you guys how to score rushing touchdowns on your first play on competitive mode almost every single time. So for our rushing, we're going to be in the Giants playbook, and I want to show you guys probably the glitchiest run in this entire game. We are in gun trips tight end offset, and the play we are going to run is going to be RPO trap alert bubble. Now this play, the blocking just works so well on it. On competitive mode or on really any mode possible, the blocking is just going to be so beautiful. As you can see, you're going to be able to hit the hole right up the middle, and I would say you're guaranteeing at least 10 yards per play, and sometimes you can actually bust this off for a touchdown. So as you will see, just look at the blocking. We can run through the hole so easily. We're gaining 15 to 20 yards every single time. This, in my opinion, is probably the best play to use in solo challenges that are on competitive mode, and it's so easy, you guys. You could have any running back in this game, simply run straight and you're going to complete the challenge. As you guys can see, we complete that one right there. Obviously, when you play these solos, you need full star on them, so make sure you're getting that bonus star before or at the same time as you complete the first star to ensure that the solo doesn't end. So you want to get that first star or the bonus star before you end up completing the other solo challenge goal. And let's get into some other plays we can use to get passing yards, play defense, and get turnovers. Now let's get into passing right here, boys. I misspoke and said I was rocking with Giants offense. I'm actually in Jets offense and Giants defense. So if you want those two playbooks, go into the store and buy them with training. It is going to be much, much cheaper than buying them with coins. Now all we're going to do is go into gun bunch tight end, and we're going to call the play PA boot over. Now block your running back and block your tight end, and that is really all you have to do to set this play up. It's very, very simple, and triangle is going to be open against man coverage or against zone coverage. It's a very, very nice man beating route that triangle runs. So as you can see, the defense is running man, and look how far behind the corner is behind Julio. Man coverage, yeah, this absolutely kills that. And against zone coverage as well, all you have to do is really roll out to the right side of the field. There's going to be a pretty solid window to throw that ball to triangle. I usually pass lead it upfield, and he's walking in for a touchdown every single time. Best passing play in my opinion against a competitive mode solo. Now next up, defense. I've talked about this on the channel before, but this is going to be a very, very simple defensive play, and we're going to run this play when we don't need a turnover. There's other solos in here that require you to get a turnover. I'll show you guys what to do for that later, but if all you need to do is get a stop on the drive or don't allow a certain amount of yards in the quarter, this is the play you want to run. I've talked about this in the past. It's a very, very simple setup. We are going to go on over to nickel. Again, I am in Giants defense, Jets offense. We're scrolling over to nickel 245 double A gap, and we are calling the play mid blitz right here. Now all I'm going to do is press, so triangle left stick down. We use her on whichever safety is manned up on the running back, and we are going to blitz him. So as you can see right there, we get a very, very easy run stop. If they decide to pass the ball, it is not going to go well for them. Now the most difficult part of these solos by far is going to be forcing turnovers, and to force your turnovers, what you want to do is you want to go into your defense and you want to put enforcer on Sam Mills or whoever you have at middle linebacker 1. I'm assuming most of you guys have Sam Mills at a 99. He is going to work perfect for this. He's going to have great hit power, so put the ability enforcer on Sam Mills and activate him before you get into the solo. Now we're going to play this solo right here, which the bonus star requires us to force a fumble. Now sometimes this can be very, very challenging, and whether the solo is on arcade mode or whether the solo is going to be on competitive mode, you guys can use this exact same strategy to force these fumbles. Now all we're going to do is we are going to set our tackling adjustment to aggressive. So go into your coach adjustments, go on over to tackling, and you want to set this on aggressive to ensure that we are getting aggressive with our tackles and we are forcing fumbles. Now we're gonna call load block right here. We are gonna run with this mid linebacker, and we're gonna run back roughly 20 to 30 yards, and we're just gonna stand there until the ball is snapped. Now majority of the time the QB is gonna throw to the side of the field where there's 3 receivers, so they throw that ball right there. We are coming up with Sam Mills, and we are landing the hit stick. With Enforcer, you're getting a hit almost every single time. Whether this is competitive mode or arcade mode, this is gonna force you fumbles. Now if you're on competitive mode, it isn't gonna work every single time. You might have to try it like 2 or 3 times, so replay the solo, get those hit sticks, and eventually the fumble will come. It takes a little bit longer on competitive, but still you guys can definitely use the strategy, and you can force your fumbles by doing that. It is gonna be the best way possible to get these forced fumbles. Now there's also a solo in here which requires you to intercept passes. Let me show you guys how to get these picks very easily. I believe there's a couple other solos where you do need to get picks as well, so I'm going to show you guys exactly what to do to get these interceptions, because this can be challenging. Getting these picks and getting these fumbles, it can be very frustrating, and if you don't know these methods that I'm showing you, it's probably going to take you quite a bit more time. So if this is helping you out, leave a like down below, hit that sub button, of course, if you do enjoy the content. We're going to sub Malcolm Jenkins out for our better safety, and we're going to call load block right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click square, we are going to click left on the D-pad, and we are going to click square again once the CPU audibles. Now all I'm going to do is I'm usering on 14, and watch how I user. I start off by running away from them, and then I come closer to them, so it's kind of like a C movement to get this interception. I'm going to replay the solo right here, and I'll show you guys exactly what you want to do again. We are going to go into field goal block, and then we're going to make the audible. So go into special teams, call load block right, click square, left on the D-pad, and we don't click square again until the CPU audible. So once the CPU starts running around, that's when we click square again. We're using on 14, we're making it look like he's open, and we just kind of use a C movement to make it look like he's open, and then we get the pick. This is going to work every single time. Get those interceptions instantly, and don't worry about waiting until your CPU throws it up and you get a lucky pick. Get it on your first try by using this tactic. Okay, now I believe that basically covers it. You guys are going to be set. You guys are going to be able to do these solos in the fastest way possible. I saved this solo right here because I don't know if the pack instantly opens when I complete the last challenge, so I will play this. I will see you guys in a second, and either we're going to be opening the pack or we're going to take a look at some of the players that I want to get out of this, because this is not a fantasy pack and this is a nat player. We cannot sell off the card, so we got to use them, and hopefully we get someone good that has value on the squad. So here are going to be options, boys. There's some good cards, there's some bad cards. Out of these players, I would like to see Deion Sanders. I would take any of the offensive or defensive linemen. If we get a kicker, it is what it is. I don't want a QB. I don't really need the corner at Dory Jackson. No middle linebackers, no D linemen. A wide receiver would be okay. Like Brandon Ayuk would actually be kind of fun to use. Jerry Tillery, I mean, that would work. There's good players, and there are definitely some bad cards we can get. Like Willis McGahee, I'm sorry, but you're not playing on my team. MJD, I'm sorry, but you're not seeing my field. I don't think AB would even see my field. Jack Ham, no, you are not playing for me, buddy. So let's see what we can do out of this pack right here. I am crossing my fingers, and I am hoping for something good. Here it is, the 99 overall draft master pack. Obviously, there's almost like 35 players we could get, and there's probably like 10 players that I really want, maybe 10 players that I'd be like, eh, and then 10 players that I'd be like, no, please no. So 3, 2, 1, all of the grinding culminating to this. What are we gonna get from the 99 player? The animation is beautiful, and we are getting, oh my god, bro. Oh my god, there's no way I played all those solo challenges for a Teddy Bridgewater. For a Teddy 2 Gloves, man. I didn't just play all those solos for a Teddy 2 Gloves, dude. I did not! Bro, I'm literally gonna quick sell this card. I have nothing to do with the player. I'm getting 25,000 training points for 100 solo challenges. 100 solo challenges for 25,000 training points. Oh my god, dude, that's 75,000 cool.